La la la. Let's see. Good morning. It's September 23rd. Get going here in a minute. Today was CAD core retail sales and core CPI. It was a quick in and out. Take a look at it here in a minute. Just give me a sec to get some coffee in me. And that pretty much finishes off the week. Final adjustment we made seems to have worked out a lot better. God, there's a stupid mosquito in here. Ugh, can't not wait to get cold. Alrighty, so what were we talking about? Okay, so news trade this morning was USD CAD, was core CPI and core retail sales. As we can see, there wasn't a big difference. The retail sales did drop, or it went from -6 to -1%. And that gave us a move total of about 73 pips. So our goal for that 70, I don't know, CA. So 70 divided by 70 times 0.3 equals 21 pips would have been our goal. We pulled 38.2, so we were definitely over target on that one, which is good. This is what the trade looked like over here, minus the spread. It got stopped out there, right about there. Oh, God, that mosquito got my arm, that little bastard. Okay, so let's take a look at the log. Remember, guys, even on a winning trade, win or loser, you still need to review your log. In QL, we'll go to Files, US CAD. First thing we want to look at. It doesn't look like we got too much slippage because I don't see any there. It says deleting sell stop because buy stop hit, so we know that a order did take place. Mainly here what we're checking for is slippage because it would right here in between these two lines. Or if I could do this right. If there was a big amount of slippage, it would record it right there. So no slippage, which is good. This wasn't a huge one anyway. Let's take a look at the spread. Yeah. I'll activate it this weekend, I promise. Okay, so the trade's time was at, let's go back. Was it 15:30? So let's jump down to 15:30. And we can just do it this way. 15:30. Not really what I wanted. 15:15. There we go. 15:30. Close. So let's go through the spread. 15:30 was the launch of it. Now, if we noticed before, we were in 1s and 2s, started peaking up into the 2.6, 2.7, 6.7, 3 seconds before the trade, 3 seconds before the trade. And now here's when the trade hit. Here's 0 seconds, 8.8 pips. Max is 12.7, 13.4. This is 2 seconds into the trade. Let's see if that even affected us. If I remember, this one did stall out a little bit, and I'll show you the actual trade here in a second. So here was the trade. Here's our entry, 15:30, and exit 15:30. So it took less than a minute. It's always fun. So 13.4. So basically what I would do is I would say the range was from 9 pips up to 13 pips. You just want to record that in your spreadsheet and make sure you put which trade it was, everything, all that happy crap. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trade itself. And don't save. This would be the trade. So let's get that puppy going. I'll try and pause it right when it hits. We'll go frame by frame. Okay, so few things. I'm starting to dial in more towards that I'd be trading this like I'm live. So I am not putting my actual straddle out until 5 and 4 seconds. Now the reason we do that is because if you notice, like on the NFP, the last minute or sometimes even the minute before, like we had over a 40 pip move before the trade even got settled in. So there's our straddle. 58, 59. Oh, crap, I was too slow. Let's back it up one little bit. Okay, so this is right before it hits. 7:29 and 58 seconds. Let's bump it forward a little bit. Do a frame by frame. Oh, I skipped too fast. We can see this one had a nice move up. Now, since we're using the 3 pip candles, and I'll get into this, the 3 pip boxes, I'll get into this and how it helped out a lot. Remember what I said with Trader's Way, 2 pip was working out fine, but with FXCM, the spread is definitely bigger, but we get no gap. So that helped out. Now, so what do we want to notice first is here was the entry, but look up here. That's where the spread is. The top of this little green line, that's actually where the spread pushed our entry. So that's what you want to be aware with spread. Now let's go ahead and next frame it. Next frame it. You see how quick to jump? One frame it jumped up that far. Spread here is 10.7 pips. If you look over here to the left, right here, 10.7. Now it's up to 11.6. Our trail's following nicely. Let's see what the next jump on spread gives us. I'm just doing next frame till I see a spread jump. Now this is where you got to trust the EA. If it drops down, you'd probably have very minimal profit, but you want to trust the EA. Don't interrupt this trade. Because let's say we've seen it stall out here for a couple seconds now. If you could have manually closed it and pulled in 25 pips, but 13.2 pip spread, we're actually down a little bit. Now this is where the 3 pip candles help out a lot, because from here to here is 3 pips. For the next candle down to form is 6 pips. And then if we look, we still have, even if we get one down candle, we have, that's 6 pips. Then we have 9, 12 pips of room for this thing to jump up and down. What was our max spread? 13.2. So using the 2 pip Rinko boxes was killing the trade. The 3 pip Rinko boxes, by the average we've got now for the last 2 weeks with FXCM, is putting us right where we need to be. We're getting about a 12 pip run up. Well, we're getting about a 12 pip gap between it. We could do a Rinko box of like 3.31 or 3.1 pips or 3.2 pips if we wanted to be really crazy. But I think 3 pips is going to be a good balance. But you can see how the math kind of adds up to help deal with the spread. So let's move again, 12.5 pip spread. And remember, we got a 12 pip window. I'm skipping next frame. If you see next frame disappear, it means I'm not hammering the keyboard. So we drop to 11 pip spread. So the 3 pip Rinko bars definitely, I think, put us into the window of what's going to make it nice. We will see. Don't jump up and down and get too excited. If, let's say next week, we run it all next week on 3 pip candles or boxes, then we will jump into, I'll probably bump up into a live account and start dealing with slippage. Now again, slippage is mainly just telling it not to use it if it gets too crazy. Basically, slippage will reset the order. There's not much we can do about it. A lot of times, slippage will come in and we won't even be expecting it. I'm going to just start smashing next frame now. See, it's still stalling out here. I'm doing next frame this entire time. There we jumped up to plus 40.8. Still a 10 pip spread. So the 3 pip range boxes are doing their job. Now the spread's down to 2.2. We're at 39.4. See, we went up to 51 pips in profit, but remember, trust the EA. 51 pips is almost the whole damn move. We're only lacking 20 pips. And here we go. So let's pay attention here. Spreads dropped down to 4.3, so this trade's been long enough that the spread normalized a little bit. Not totally. 2.1 pips at 45.3 pips in profit. Doing it 2 at a time so we can try and catch the close. Think we're about to hit it. Okay, so 2.3 pip spread, that's not bad. The 3 pip Rinko candles carried us through nicely. The EA did a really good job today. Yay for you, EA. And we get a bounce up here, but I think the spread's going to jump up a little bit and close it out, if I remember right. Nah, it looks like it might have dropped. Oh, this is the one that gets a wick on it. So the spread's already normalized. I mean, this was actually a pretty decent trade because the spread didn't get too crazy. At first it did, but basically what you're looking for is you want the EA to keep the trade open long enough, the spread normalizes and brings it down, because otherwise we have this huge spread and it cuts into our profits. This kept it open long enough that our spread started to normalize back to normal, and we were able to stay in this trade long enough to pull our profits out of it. The problem with the 2 pip Rinko boxes, we would get profit up here, but it would slam into it too early. The trade was ending prematurely, and our spread wasn't normalizing. See, we're almost back down to a normal spread. US CAD for me is like 1.8 pips. And there we go. That was the trade. So remember, record it in your spreadsheets. I think next week we'll be testing out all our news releases like this. So we did get a major improvement. First week was kind of boring. Second week was eh. But there we go. There's your first step in dealing with the spread. So again, check your logs and see what your spread is, and then make your adjustments. If you need help making your adjustments, go ahead and Skype me or ask in the new, what the hell is it called, Slack room. If you're not in the Slack room, send me your freaking email address so I can get you in the Slack room. Other than that, I can't think of anything else. I'm going to take a break. I'm not even sure if I'm going to go live yet. But we'll see. I probably won't a little bit. But that sums it up for the news trade today. Again, this was September 23rd. It was US CAD, core retail sales, and core CPI. I pulled out 38.2. If y'all watched yesterday's video and made the adjustments, you should have pulled out something close to that. And I mean, not bad for, it's about a 10-15 second trade. Alright guys, so enjoy. I'll be back on in a little bit. I'm going to go screw off first.